Not all accountants are the same. Hi, I'm KMA from KMA and I help family-run businesses increase their profits, pay less tax and achieve success. Let me reassure you that not all accountants are the same. Maybe you're watching this because you've set up in business and you're looking for your first accountant. Or maybe you've been in business for a while and you're fed up with your current accountant. Perhaps they're just not proactive. Perhaps you're not getting much advice. Perhaps you're worrying that you're paying more tax than you should be. Perhaps they don't seem to care. If this applies to you, then we really ought to talk. And that's because at KMA we believe, and our clients tell us, that we are the best accountants for small businesses. Let me give you a few real-life examples. Now, there's David, who runs the family print business. His previous accountant, who he'd had for several years, had given him precious little advice. Almost straight away, we advised him to make his son and daughter partners. The simple act of taking them off the payroll saved the business employee and employer national insurance. They were also paying too much tax because they'd never claimed for home office costs and business mileage. In the first year alone, our advice saved them £7,605 in tax, and over 10 years, that's more than £76,000. This tax saving meant that they had enough cash to take on an urgently needed printer, as the team were working long hours and struggling to cope with the workload. Then there's James, who last year set up his soundproof installation business. It took off and sales went through the roof. Luckily, he was recommended to us and we put some tax planning in place. Amongst other things, he made his wife a shareholder and a director. That meant she could receive a salary and dividends, which is tax efficient. It also meant she could claim tax relief for her mobile phone, trivial gifts and monthly directors' meetings. The advice we gave him saved him in the first 6 months alone a massive £12,000 in tax and child benefit. Now that's an annual saving of £24,000 or a massive £250,000 over the next decade. Wow! They were really pleased. There's Mike, who has a bespoke furniture manufacturing business. Little more than a year ago, he was worn out, not making enough money. He was on the verge of closing the doors. We worked with Mike, and in just 6 months, his business was transformed. His results were incredible. His sales doubled, his profits doubled, his prices went up 40%, and the sales order pipeline, well, that tripled. Oh, and let's not forget, he now rarely works weekends or late into the night anymore, meaning he's less tired and he's more time to spend with the family and walking the dog. Then there's Louise, the management consultant. She wanted to send her 2 children to a fee-paying grammar school. That was going to cost her £25,000 every year out of taxed income. Ouch! Luckily, we had a solution and we arranged for school fee tax planning to be done. That saves her £9,525 in tax every single year. And over the next few years, whilst her children are at school and then at university, then the tax saving will comfortably be more than £90,000. This piece of tax planning has removed a massive money worry for her because she won't have to cut back on the important stuff to her, the family holidays and her car. This is what we do. week in, week out, month in, month out. We add value and change the lives of our clients. Now, at this stage, I've no idea whether I can do this for you or not. And that won't happen until we've had a chat. But then again, until that point, you won't know either. And that's why the best thing that you can do right now is to call the number below and let's arrange a time for that informal meeting. There's no pressure, no obligation, but at least you can see for yourself what's possible and why it's true for me to say that not all accountants are the same. Can't wait to speak to you soon.